Hey guys, I'm Brazzie from The Internationals, and today I'm going to be talking about sport in London. I know it might seem like quite a dull topic, but today's going to be quite a short video, and I'm just going to try to spice things up, if you will. So, in my opinion, in England or London, I think sport is... People say it's an interesting thing, that they love it and doing all kinds of sport, but to be honest, there's only really about 5 or 7 sports or something like that people will actually play. Because I'm Brazilian, so when I used to live in Brazil, people used to play volleyball, football, hockey, just name a sport and there'll probably be somebody playing it. But in London, really, there's kind of this thing with sport that not many people play that many different sports. It's generally football, rugby, like rowing. Then for girls, there's like netball, rounders, and then there's also cricket for boys and like tennis for both genders. But to be honest, it's not really varied, if you know what I mean. Like in other countries there are so many sports, and in London it feels like there aren't many sports. Also, a thing that annoys me is sports that are kind of made easier just for girls. So, I know this might sound sexist, but listen to what I have to say and trust me, you'll probably, if not agree with me, at least understand where I'm coming from. So, netball and rounders. I mean, netball's kind of just a simplified version of basketball, isn't it? Because instead of running, you don't move when you have the ball. You can't bounce it. The passing game is it's like the same as in basketball. Then there's the hoop that you shoot into, but you can't move, and then you're also restricted to go in certain positions depending on what position you are. So it's kind of just a simplified version of basketball. And I think they made it like when there was a lot of sexism and girls weren't thought to be as able as guys, and then now it kind of just stuck to like tradition. And now I am seeing like a lot of schools like putting up football clubs for girls and like basketball club for girls, but really they still keep on doing netball and rounders. And like moving on to rounders, it's kind of like a simplified version of cricket or baseball, like wherever you're from. But I think if you guys really listen to this, I think you'll understand where I'm coming from. Because really, why don't girls play cricket and basketball? Because to be honest, it's kind of the same as netball and rounders, just a bit more complicated. And I don't think girls are less able to play it. I just think it's kind of become a tradition in schools that, right, guys play this, girls play this. And I think that's quite dumb. And yeah. Now, going back, like, without this gender thing, there are so many sports that just aren't played in London or England, such as volleyball. I mean, where did the Volleyball Confederation go in England? I swear they like shut it down or something. Also the basketball one, like now the signs come back because like Americans are moving into it or whatever, but really England, they're kind of, I don't want to say ignorant, but that's kind of the word I'm gonna go for. They're kind of ignorant when it comes to sports. They just play the stuff that they've always played and they don't try anything new. Now, you guys are probably asking yourselves, Bud, you are a Brasileiro, okay? You go by the name of Brazzie. How can you be Brazilian and have not talked about football yet? Well, here it goes. I'm going to talk about the English state of football because I'm talking about sports in England and London and places in England generally. I think the football state in England is kind of bad because of the amount of fixtures. Why the hell would they play like on Boxing Day? On Christmas? They're talking about lovely days to play on our fracking family. No, who needs family, mate? Nah, talk about stuff you want to do on Christmas. Go out there and play football. Bloody yeah, it's going to be snowing and everything. Gee, it's like, it's dumb. And then they play on New Year's Eve as well. Just stop, give players a break. Because then like when it comes to the Euros and stuff, then all the English players are like dead and tired. And then all you see is just a bunch of Germans coming in like, oh yes, very much I had the rest in Dubai and stuff like that. Sorry for the accent there, I just couldn't contain myself. Also in England, a lot of teams, especially the top teams in the Premier League, buy players instead of building them up. Or build up players and then sell them for a bunch of money. I mean, I'm a Man U fan. And I'm aware that the only English players we have is Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Luke Shaw, and Michael Carrick, and Rooney. Which you could say is a substantial amount. But considering that we have so many flipping foreigners here, when you compare it to the Bundesliga, you're kind of like, whoa, where did all these Germans come from there? Or like the Italian league, there's a bunch of Italians. In England, the top teams like Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, they don't really have that many English players. And if they actually built a youth team and build it up, I think England would do much better, especially internationally. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, give the like button a beating. Also, comment on this video a suggestion for our next video. If you really enjoy our content, subscribe to our channel. I will point out that on Wednesday and Thursday we will be having 2 new members of our channel pop up. You guys will have to stay tuned to the channel to find out. See you guys next time. Bye.